still on top of things. We're not on top of things. What is this? This is a NaNoWriMo vlog. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily and it's Camp NaNoWriMo once again. Today is Saturday, April 1st. My Camp NaNoWriMo graph is new and shiny and it is set for 50,000 words. That is in the back of my mind. Maybe I want to do more than that. If you missed my video about my plans for Camp NaNoWriMo, I'm mainly going to be working on 2 stories. I'm going to be chipping away at In Dying Starlight, my space opera web novel, just a little bit. I want to write 2,000 or 3,000 words a week on it just so I stay on top of it. But mainly I have just started a LitRPG story. The project title right now is Project Grandfather because titles are the bane of my existence and I haven't thought of one yet. I'm gonna need to. It's kind of a high fantasy with a little bit of apocalypse dystopian, like the magic system is broken type of story, and it's about a grandfather and his grandchildren that he didn't even know existed, and they show up on his front porch one day and lots of drama go down, as tends to happen in my books. I would like to write about 50,000 words of that book. Like I said, probably more, but the main goal for that is to write enough chapters that I can start posting it on Royal Road. Hopefully sometime in May. That would be nice. I've been wanting to write a lit RPG that I can post on Royal Road since that is the main readership over there for a long time, and I have finally started it. I'm about, let me grab Scrivener, almost 10,000 words into this. I'm 8,800 words in, plus some outlining words. 6 chapters are finished. I would like to write 1 or 2 chapters a day. I'm kind of pantsing this, a little bit of outlining it, which is how I normally work. I like to do a mixture of rough outline and discovery writing. And normally I zero draft my books very quickly and I don't edit as I go. But with this book, since I am planning on posting it as a web novel and I would like to stay on top of the edits a little bit, I'm going back and editing however many chapters I wrote the day before I start the writing session for that day. I am loving this so far. I used to do this with short stories and I never have done it with novels, and this is a good idea. At least for me, because it gives me a slightly cleaner draft once I'm done, but it also sort of puts me in the headspace of writing this. Since I write multiple projects at once, it helps me remember what I'm doing in Project Grandfather while I'm editing it, and then I can be way more in the mood to actually draft it. That's what we're doing. 50,000 words spread out between Project Grandfather and In Dying Starlight. Hopefully more, because I just want to. Kind of outlining, kind of discovery writing, and doing an editing pass as I go. Hi, I'm gonna make this really quick. It's Monday, April 3rd. I am in the middle of a very good writing session. April 1st, wrote 3,400 words, which is 2 chapters. Yesterday, April 2nd, I wrote 1,300 words, which was 1 chapter. This morning I've written 2,200 words. It's only 11 o'clock. I might try for a 10K day. I feel like at the minimum, maybe a 5K day. I'm shaking the camera, but I also have approximately 1 million things to do this week because I also have to proofread the paperback copy of In Dying Starlight, and I have to give a final editing pass to the Sea at the End of Everything, and I have to work on my cover design for the Sea at the End of Everything, and I have to write like 1 or 2 chapters a day of Project Grandfather, which I love. I'm over the awkward beginning stages of this story, and I'm now on a roll, I think. So yeah, I have coffee, I have lemon cake, and motivation. Let's see if I can do a 10K day. It's Wednesday, April 5th. I did indeed write 10,000 words on Monday. It was one of the easiest 10K days I think I've ever done. I do lots of 15-minute word sprints, and most of those I got 500 to 600 words, and one time I got 700 words. I finished pretty early in the evening, and the last 1,000 words or so were kind of a bit of a struggle because I got all the way up to where I know definitely where the outline is going, so I have to sort of outline a little bit more before I write more chapters, and now I also have many chapters to edit. But it was quite fun. I was on a roll. I think I'm really getting a feel for Eli, the main character. I'm getting a feel for his voice, and I'm getting a feel for the voices of the main 2 side characters. Yesterday I only wrote 500 words because I was finishing out a chapter and I was doing other things, so today I gotta edit some of the chapters that I wrote the other day and write 1 or 2 chapters. Might do some outlining, trying to figure out where I'm going from here. I don't know, we'll see. It's almost 11. I have to do TikTok. I'm really behind on my TikTok, and I was just finishing up the proofread of In Dying Starlight 7. Finished that. Gotta do the cover for the sea at the end of everything. It's taking me so long. One thing I did want to share is I have a story out, a short story. I wrote it like 2 years ago, but the anthology is finally out. It is a beautiful cover. I had no idea it was going to have the shiny bits on it. It's a YA collection of short stories based on Madame Curie when she was a young lady. Here is my story. This book is so heavy. I'm very shocked at how heavy it is for an average size book. It's got a little skull. I love the cover. It's got a lot of personality. There's a few other authors in here I know of, including Shauna McGuire, who writes, what is it? The Wayward Children series. So yeah, if you want to check that out, these are my author copies. I don't actually know if this is out yet. But yes, as far as NaNoWriMo goes, it's day 5. I have not written today yet, so 4 days worth of words were 15,200 because of that 10K day. I am 24,180 words into Project Grandfather. Definitely over the awkward beginning part. Writing is such a weird experience. Like, this story didn't exist a couple weeks ago, and now it's the quarter of a size of a decent sized novel. You come up with these things that are completely in your head and you write them down, and after you're done with them, they cease being for you and they're just for the people who read your books, and it's just so very bizarre. But yeah, we'll see how high quality those 10,000 words were when I have to edit them today. What's that? Really? Really? Good morning. It is Friday, April 7th. I'm still sleepy. It's 10 o'clock. I have been since I woke up. But this morning I formatted the ebook for In Dying Starlight, and I did social media. We're still on top of things. We're not on top of things. I really have to edit see at the end of everything. I mean, it's a single final pass. You know, it's going to my editor on Monday. It's been with beta readers. They have had very little to nothing suggesting I need improvements. I'm just going through a final pass for any little things, typos, sentences I missed, anything maybe I want to make clearer based off beta reader feedback. I have to do that. I have to start today. What is this? This is a NaNoWriMo vlog. I hit 30,000 words on Project Grandfather in total. I haven't written anything today, so today's the 7th. The first 6 days I wrote 21,200 words. I did 3,000 words the last 2 days in a row, which is really good for me. Just trying to keep up on 2 chapters a day. If I do 2 chapters a day, I can totally do 100K this month. It's really funny because my NaNoWriMo stats graph, I have it set to 50K, and it says at this rate I'll be done on April 15th. We'll see. I have gotten to a part in the plot where this was pretty much all I knew about for the beginning of the story, and I know where it needs to be, but I need to figure out details of what's going on in the center that is going to enhance the character development, move the plot along. Yeah, I guess those 2 things. That covers most of it. I don't know, and be interesting to people other than me. I don't know if I said this, but I find LitRPG much more fun to write than to read. I minorly enjoy reading it, but writing it is a lot more fun. I'm like, these are the stats for my characters, you know? These are the skills I'm giving my characters. And it's suddenly a lot more fun. I'm not saying this with any confidence, because I tend to change my mind as I draft. Chapter 19 that I was writing yesterday, I kind of accidentally waved the flag of this main character might end up being a really tragic character in the end of the series, and I don't like that. Makes his character much more interesting, this chapter. I'm not gonna just, like, backtrack on the chapter because it makes his character much more interesting. But also, I'm not sure I'm happy with what it's forecasting for later in the story. And like I said, I have no confidence in sticking to this because I will get ideas when I write something and I'll be like, oh, this is the way it has to be. And then later on, I will write something that makes me realize that's not the way it's supposed to be. It should be this other way. I'm 30,000 words into this book. This will probably be multiple long books. And the thing that popped into my head when I was writing this is something I don't have to write or even decide on until the end of the entire series, because pretty much his trajectory is going to remain the same. So basically I can continue on. I don't have to decide about anything right now, and I will probably make a much more informed decision once I have written a couple of these books, because I'm only 30,000 words in. I barely know the answers to the mysteries I'm currently setting up. Don't get me wrong, I like writing books like this. Just the sort of headlight writer thing where you write as much as you can see in the headlights and then you can re-outline it. Am I getting really bright? You write as much as you can see in like the headlight and then re-outline it and move forward and then re-outline it and move forward. I like doing that. It feels better than completely outlining it, and it's better than completely pantsing it. But also at the same time, I keep adding in things that are implications for the wider world and the story, and I'm like, I want to have a reckoning with these plot lines in a couple 100,000 words, and months from now, y'all can remember this when I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. So yeah, chapter 19 got very unexpectedly dark. This was gonna be a cute story. It got dark quickly. I have one more thing to say. I am behind on my editing. I'll see at the end of everything too, but I'm 20 chapters into this, and because of that 10K day, I only have 10 chapters edited. I'm trying to like catch up a little bit at a time, but I don't want to like waste an entire day. I don't want to spend an entire day catching up on the editing and not having the brain power to write my 2 chapters for the day, so I'm just trying to like edit a little bit each day and then continue to write my chapters. But also the last few days I've had to be doing In Dying Starlight stuff, and today and the next couple days I have to do the sea at the end of everything. So I'm almost done with the cover for the sea at the end of everything, and I can't show you the fact I can't show you guys is really pissing me off. I know technically I could, but also the cover reveal is a huge marketing opportunity, so I can't show you guys. I have to sort of make the most of it. This is the part of the vlog where everything just turns into chaos. Alright, I'm quite sleepy today. We're gonna do a short update. It's Monday, April 10th. I've gotten a little bit behind on the 100,000 word in the month plan, but I'm still nicely ahead on the 50,000 in the month plan. I'm at 24,600 words for the month. Yesterday, all I did was outline 600 words of Project Grandfather. The day before I wrote some In Dying Starlight, and then the day before that I only wrote 1 chapter of Project Grandfather. So I need to get a little bit back on track as far as my 100,000 word in the back of my mind goal goes. It is just finally getting some warm weather because the winter has been long and cold. There's finally some warm weather. It's starting to feel like summer, and I can't wait for it to be summer. I'm gonna go make my new to-do list because it's Monday, eat breakfast, sit outside, and try to catch up on Project Grandfather a little bit. Alright, another quick update because I don't have much to say. It's Wednesday, April 12th. I wrote 1,000 words on In Dying Starlight yesterday, and still ahead on the 50K for the month. Behind on the 100K for a month. I would have to write like 4,000 words a day. 3 chapters is about 4,500 words. It's not a lot for what, one day when I'm in the mood, but every day, it's a lot. I'm not doing this entire month in one vlog. I'm probably going to end it in a couple of days at the halfway mark, and I feel like this vlog started at such a high point and it's just sort of... Oh yeah, I had an Instagram video that I posted last week and it was just doing okay, and then yesterday I was trying to figure out why I suddenly had 200 new followers. It went a little viral. It's at like 125,000 views right now. It's so weird. I never get viral videos on TikTok. I just get steadier sales off of TikTok. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I probably won't get a lot of writing done today because I have to run errands. And also at the same time, I'm trying to do the illustrations for the sea at the end of everything. I finished the cover. I can't show you yet. It's officially that time in the vlog where I don't remember anything that I've said previously. I finished the cover. I can't show you yet, but now I'm trying to do the interior illustrations at the same time. I think part of my issue is I'm not really stuck on these chapters. I know what I need to write next, but something about them feels a little off, and once I sort of correct the course with that, I think I will be able to write better. We're gonna see how this goes. There's also the looming, impending, this is the last book of In Dying Starlight, just sort of staring at me. It's this weird mixture of every time I write it, every time I sit down to write it, I'm excited to write it because I love these characters and I love this story, and it's, you know, I can just write it off the top of my head. There is no struggle with writing In Dying Starlight, and it's just the knowledge that, yeah, because it's almost over. And it's always just, so now it's just like a little bit depressing every time I try to write book 12. Like, I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, I'm like, you know, this is gonna be over soon. You know you're gonna be depressed. And you know it's gonna be really, really miserable for a couple months, probably, yeah. Get off the camera, Emily. Write stuff.
Rosie! Rosie! Hey! Hey, Rosie! Hi, big girl! Hi! There's Alice, too.
Alright. Here's the graph as it stands. It's Friday, April 14th. I have not written today, so I'm hoping I will definitely get that to 30K. Alright, it is finally very nice outside. Finally. Although the wind is picking up. So I think I have gotten unstuck on the part of Project Grandfather I was trapped on. You know that advice about if you're stuck on a scene, change the weather? I changed the setting and I think I got it. Also, I sent the sea at the end of everything off to my editor on Monday. I don't think I mentioned that. Also, I'm editing In Dying Starlight 11 Part 2. So that's where we are. I want to wrap this vlog up now. It's the 14th. We're halfway through the month. Almost. So this is the amount I end up writing today, and this is the total for the month so far. I'm anticipating writing 3-ish chapters today. Maybe 2, but hopefully 3.
There's Alice. Hi, Alice. I know you don't want pets, do you? You want pets? Oh, hello.
Hello, are you a big dopey girl? Yes, you are. You're a big dope. So time to wrap up the vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, giving it a thumbs up and a subscribe really helps out my channel. Let me know how NaNoWriMo is going for you, or whatever your writing goals are for the month. I am behind on the 100K for the month goal, but ahead on the 50K for the month goal. So we're gonna see how this is gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in part 2 to the Nano vlogs. Bye.